I shall now give the floor to the Director General of the International Atomic Energy Agency, Mr. Mohamed ElBaradei, in accordance with Rule 39 of the Provisional Rules of Procedure of the Council.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Mr. President, thank you for inviting me to address this timely and, I hope, groundbreaking summit. I'd like to thank you for taking this courageous initiative, an initiative that rekindles hope for a world at peace with itself and a security system that is balanced, equitable, and humane. I will limit myself to a few key issues. First, the global nuclear non-proliferation regime is fragile and has many shortcomings. The IAEA legal authority is severely limited in some countries. This is because many states have not concluded the required agreement with the agency. As a result, in over 90 states, the agency either has no verification authority at all, or its authority is inadequate. That means we often cannot verify whether a country is engaged in clandestine nuclear activities. Furthermore, our verification mandate is centered on nuclear material. If the agency is to be expected to pursue possible weaponization activities, it must be empowered with the corresponding legal authority. A second issue is the growing number of states that have mastered uranium enrichment or plutonium reprocessing. Any one of these states could develop nuclear weapons in a very short span of time if, for example, it decided to withdraw from the NPT. To address this, I believe that we need to move from national to multinational control of the nuclear fuel cycle. As a first step, I have proposed the establishment of low-enriched uranium bank to assure states a guaranteed supply of nuclear fuel for the reactors so that they might not need their own enrichment or reprocessing capability. A number of complementary proposals have also been made in that regard. Our ultimate goal, however, should be the full multinationalization of the fuel cycle as we move towards nuclear disarmament. A third issue is providing the highest level of security for nuclear and radioactive material. In my view, the biggest risk the world faces today is of extremists getting hold of such material. More than 200 incidents of illicit trafficking, losses or thefts were reported to the IAEA last year, and this might be only the tip of the iceberg. We need to intensify our effort to secure vulnerable nuclear and radioactive material, and your initiative to secure such a material within 4 years could not come anytime sooner. A fourth issue is the need to strengthen the IAEA. I should emphasize that at the current level of funding, the IAEA will not be able to fulfill its mission in nuclear verification and security. The agency infrastructure is dilapidated and we lack state-of-the-art technology key to modern-day verification. A fifth issue is that the IAEA cannot do its work in isolation. It depends on a supportive political process with the Security Council at its core. The Council needs to develop a comprehensive compliance mechanism to address in a consistent and systematic manner cases of non-compliance with safeguard obligations or of countries withdrawing from the NPT. This should include giving the agency the additional authority it may need to deal with specific cases. A sixth issue is that the Security Council must put more emphasis on addressing the insecurities that lie behind many cases of proliferation, such as endemic conflict, security imbalances, and lack of trust. Finally, I'm grateful to see nuclear disarmament back on the top of the international agenda. And I would like to express my gratitude to the four horsemen, Schultz, Kissinger, Nunn, and Perry, for their pioneering work and statesmanship and their contribution to make this environment a reality. I'm also grateful to see a recognition of the intrinsic link between nuclear disarmament and non-proliferation, an idea you, Mr. President, have expressed quite often. By demonstrating their irreversible commitment to achieving a world free from nuclear weapons, the weapon states can greatly contribute to the legitimacy of the non-proliferation regime and gain the moral authority to call on the rest of the world to curb the proliferation of these inhumane weapons. To turn the ideas discussed today into action will require an environment of mutual trust, which I hope this summit will help to create. Thank you very much.
I thank Mr. ElBaradei for his statement. There are no other speakers inscribed on my list. I want to thank all the participants for their contributions.